Lagos acquires 2 high-speed trains for Marina Agbado route. The 37 km Red Line on completion will traverse 8 stations and move passengers from Agbado to Oyingbo. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State inspected the government's newly acquired Talgo 330 kmph speed trains for the Red Line Metro project.
The trains will be heading to Lagos, Nigeria for the Red Line, a 37-kilometer track rail project with 11 stations. When completed, it will be the first operational metro system in West Africa. Governor Sanwo-Olu says himself and some of the cabinet members inspected the interior of the trains and are satisfied because it fits into the tracks of the Red Line in Lagos.
Train is not something you just go on the shelf and pick up, right? And so we've been pretty challenged knowing where we can get, brand new trains like this.
Mr. Sanwo-Olu stated this on his official Facebook page. The Red Line is a 37-kilometer rail project that will link Marina on the Lagos Island to Agbado on the mainland. The 37 kilometers Red Line on completion will traverse 8 stations and move passengers from Agbado to Oyingbo, the governor said. We have completed the acquisition of the 2 high-speed trains and we are ramping up completion of the ancillary infrastructure like the train stations. We are irrevocably committed to completing the Red Line rail project by the end of this year and bring a new lease of life to public transportation in Lagos. Lagos government acquires 2 new high-speed trains. The Lagos state government has acquired 2 new high-speed trains for its Red Line rail project, as part of efforts to improve traffic management and transportation. Mr. Boyega Akisile, who is the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday. He revealed that Governor Sanwo-Olu completed the acquisition deal of the 2 sets of 10 cars Talgo 330 kmph trains at an event held inside the Milwaukee facilities of Spanish train manufacturer, Talgo Incorporated in the United States. According to him, the trains will be heading to Lagos for the Red Line, a 37 km track rail project which will have 11 stations and will be the first operational metro system in West Africa when completed. A train is not something you can just go on the shelf and pick up, the governor was quoted as saying at the event. We are very lucky to get brand new trains. We have seen our beautiful white and red trains. Coincidentally, the rail line is called Red Line and you can see they have given us the color. We are just going to brand it and put up our seal there. We hope that this purchase of the trains will be the beginning of a mutually beneficial business relationship. Providing source of livelihood for our citizens is all about providing jobs for our people, and that is what we are doing. It is about ensuring that we can build our economy, people can move from one location to another, and businesses can grow. Part of what we have done in the last 2.5 years is to have what we call integrated urban mass transportation system, where we will be using road infrastructure, waterway infrastructure, and rail infrastructure so that we can move over 20 million Lagosians within and around the city. Governor Sanwo-Olu said his team was in Milwaukee to see things for themselves in respect of the purchase of the trains, adding that they have inspected the trains, seen their configuration, and were satisfied that they fit into the tracks of the Red Line in Lagos. He gave an assurance that the first phase of the Red Line would begin by the last quarter of 2022 or the first quarter of 2023, with a capacity of 500,000 passengers daily. The acting Milwaukee mayor, Cavalier Johnson, who received Governor Sanwo-Olu in the city, said, "It is a little bittersweet. I am sending my congratulations to the governor of Lagos State in Nigeria, but also a little disappointed that we missed out on the opportunity to have those train sets operating here in Milwaukee and in Wisconsin." For the CEO and president of Talgo, USA, Antonio Perez, it is important that the trains are utilized, and it does not make any good for them to be stored and kept without passengers riding them. Governor Sanwo-Olu was accompanied by the Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Dr. Frederick Oladende, his special advisor on works, Aramide Adeoye, and Managing Director of Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, Abimbola Akinajo. The Talgo speed train which Lagos State bought is called Talgo Series 8. The Series 8 passenger cars are similar to the Series 7 cars, but the diesel generator car at one end of the train has a control cabin for push-pull operation and a 2-axle end bogie. These trains are designed for the North American market. Talgo made an agreement in 2009 to build a manufacturing facility in Wisconsin which would initially supply 2 14-car train sets for the Amtrak Hiawatha service until the project was cancelled. The company expressed hope the plant would later be used to build trains for other U.S. rail projects. Early in 2010, the Oregon Department of Transportation announced that it had negotiated the purchase of 2 13-car train sets for use in the Pacific Northwest Rail Corridor between Eugene and Vancouver, British Columbia. These train sets were also manufactured in Wisconsin and were delivered in 2013. The sets are currently operating in the Cascades Corridor in the Pacific Northwest. They have been integrated with the 5 existing sets in regular service. The Series 8 trains offer passengers many modern amenities including high-speed Wi-Fi, reclining seats and a full-service bistro and lounge car. In 2014, the state of Michigan expressed interest in operating the unused Talgo 8 cars for their Amtrak Wolverine service. 3 years later, Amtrak proposed to lease or buy the unused cars in the wake of the 2017 Washington train derailment. Ultimately, the 2 train sets were sold to the Lagos state government in Nigeria. Patentes Talgo, SAO is a Spanish-listed manufacturer of intercity, standard, and high-speed passenger trains. The word Talgo is also used by the rail operator Renfe for a type of intercity rail service, using Talgo Vi cars. TALGO. Alejandro Goicoechea and José Luis Oriol being the founders of the company. Patentes Talgo was first incorporated in 1942. In March 2007, Talgo sold its Finnish rolling stock manufacturing subsidiary Talgo Oy to its local management and other Finnish investors. The company, which Talgo had owned for only 7 years, reverted to its previous name of Transtech Oy. The company spends 10 to 12% of revenues on research and development, but the main revenue source is the Spanish railway operator Renfe. Talgo made an initial public offering on the Bolsa de Madrid in May 2015. The IPO valued the company at €1.27 billion. Apart from the Talgo 8 series bought by the Lagos state government, there are other models. For example, the Talgo 350. The Talgo 350 entered service as the Renfe Avenue Class 102, marking the company's entry into the high-speed train manufacturing market. Tests with the prototype commenced in 1994, and Talgo 350 trains have been operating at a top commercial speed of 330 km per hour on the Madrid-Barcelona and Madrid-Valladolid lines since the 22nd of December 2007. This series of trains is designed to reach a speed of 350 km per hour, 220 miles per hour, although present lines and commercial services limit the speed to 330 km per hour, 200